Are the creatures in the Quiet Place all slightly different? Like, at least in terms of how they attack the humans and the noise? Because it feels like they pounce at different times. Some, like, right away when they hear noise. Some, like, they come near noise, then they pounce. Like, what's up with that? As you can see, I just finished watching A Quiet Place day 1. And here are my thoughts in my full movie review. For my shorter 60-second reaction, I posted it yesterday in my account. You can go check it out. Okay, so it wasn't a bad movie per se. I enjoyed parts of it. It was fine. But to me, and this is maybe just expectations, whatever, I was expecting slightly more. Quiet Place Part 1, or the first one, that movie, like the level of intensity that you feel as Emily Blunt goes on the stairs and she accidentally puts her hand on a nail and then she's screaming in pain, but she's having to hold it in. And then the baby who has to kind of coddle the baby and not let it cry or even breathe at times. And just the level of intensity with one of the kid characters being deaf and this and that, it's just phenomenal. It is. I'm not a fan as much of horror or like really strong suspense. I mean, I like suspense, but horror to me, I don't love. But the original Quiet Place, Part 2 is good. From what I remember, I can't remember what happens that well in that movie, but Part 1 is phenomenal, right? And so I was hoping this is going to be insane, intense. And it is intense. It is intense. It is good, but I wanted a little more. And I think part of it is some of the characters' backgrounds. Here's the full cast. We obviously Joseph Quinn up there and Lupita Nyong'o down here. I'm not sure why she's not up there as well. Alex Wolff, he's in it, does good. He's fine. He's only in it for a bit. I cannot pronounce his name, but Jimon, he's in it for a bit as well. Fine, good, But really, Joseph Quinn is really good. I liked him. I mean, he's good. But Lupita Nyong'o is phenomenal. I mean, I wish it was more stuff. She's phenomenal in this movie. She's great. But to me, what's really important is the character motivations at times, right? And so Lupita Nyong'o's character has cancer. She's dealing with cancer, I believe, and she is close to potentially dying. So really, what she wants is to go get a slice of pizza where her dad used to take her, go to the jazz club that her dad used to take her, and just relive those memories because she knows she's on her potentially last breaths, right? And so to me, she knows she's gonna die, and she doesn't literally. She's telling him and telling other characters, go to the boat, go evacuate, go get saved. But I just want to go to Harlem and get a pizza. And for her character, I understand it. And a lot of stories, I would say, struggle with going too grandiose or too big, save the universe, superhero movies, whatever. Save the universe, save the world, when sometimes stories are just about a single city or a single interaction or saving a single person are a lot more powerful. But to me, in this one, it's he's just scared for his life and just is following her around, and she just wants to do her own thing. And so I wish that it loses a bit of intensity. And I know I like the way they did it, but it loses a bit of intensity because it's not Quiet Place 1, where it's literally a family, right? So you will do anything to have your kids survive on, as John Krasinski's character did when he passes away. And so that's what lowered it a bit for me. Also, I feel this always happens in horror movies, but some of the characters are so dumb. Everything breaks down, everything's going crazy, but they realize that what's being attracted to them is the noise. And yet, when the government tells them to go outside and walk to the harbor to get saved, evacuated, they're all walking and making noise and dragging. So did they realize that the noise was the biggest thing, or didn't they? I don't understand, why would they, just model people would just go outside and start walking. So that didn't really make sense to me. If they didn't know, I get it. But they seemed like they knew that noise is what was attracting these beasts. And then I don't know what else. Let's see. I wish there was slightly more. Because New York is such a big city, there's so much space to go, and I wish it would have been some more action scenes earlier on. There's a lot of them just doing their own thing in the corners, but I'm not feeling the intensity because I know she doesn't care about dying. So to me, when they're just living their day-to-day lives, sort of going to her apartment and doing this and that, she's just screaming in the thunder. If they die, they die. Which maybe that's just me. I understood it wrong. I didn't take it the way I should have taken it. That's how I felt. To me, it's a slight disappointment because of how much I enjoyed Quiet Place original movie. And so to me, my rating is a 6.5 out of 10. Which I know is a little low, but that is still solid. So what do you guys think?